called BBZ, which means Bold Brazen Zammies, is a club night and collective of DJs that centres queer, trans and non-binary people of colour. We also have like an exhibition element. We like to showcase artwork from that community and try to interrupt conversations about diversity and accessibility in like big art institutions, brands, that kind of thing. There is a need because of gentrification, a need because of whitewashing of club culture and black music, as well as the LGBTQ scene. Marginalised communities are in danger because of what's happening within social economy, government, gentrification, and I feel like nightlife is one of the main spaces people get to celebrate themselves. But I think there's not enough of a conversation being had around how safe those spaces are for women, trans bodies, black folk, like POC folk. So I guess that's why we created the space that we did.
Yeah. 230, so that's essentially 10. I mean, essentially 13. So it's 200 and...
The role of music at our events, I feel like it's the binding agent, like the glue, especially as a lot of people from different communities, because it might be that you occupy one identity, so like you're a person of colour but you're not a queer person, or you're not trans, or you're trans but maybe you're I don't know, white, or you're middle class and the rest of the room is working class. I feel like the music is the binding agent, the thing that brings everybody together, gets them on the same wavelength. And because we have a kind of a system whereby the party opens as an exhibition, so the music's a lot more chill, music from all over the world, different genres, and then we kind of elevate and kind of crescendo into kind of a more traditional clubbing sound or music, and it helps to syncopate everybody, get everybody on the same wave. People don't get drunk as quick or like aren't so socially anxious when there's a little bit of room to kind of graduate to that feeling. Yeah, I think that helps a lot. I think we don't necessarily say it, but because all of our DJs are women of colour, non-binary people of colour, there is a thread in the sound. Not only that, but there is a conscious effort to maybe not play like misogynist lyrics or play homophobic or transphobic music that like uplifts our crowd and puts our crowd in a headspace that reminds them that they're seen and they're affirmed and that their safety is priority. And I think dancing is just integral to our culture. Like it's the thing that even if you think you're not a dancer, you're a stand-on normal kind of person, if you come to Babes, you're not standing on level. I would say like music of black origin, which is all music, but I would say there is a thread of like Afro house, Afro beats. I feel like people are moving away from UK-based genres because they're being exploited at the moment, becoming mainstream and being used to kind of push ideals that we're trying to move away from at this time. And so I feel like there's been a return to maybe like gay house, like queer house, ballroom, to African music from like East African, West African influences, to music that's coming out of different diasporas, so like maybe in like Portugal, I can't remember the name of the music. Batida, and even France, like different diasporas are producing different sounds that kind of speak to what we were into, like when garage was underground or grime was underground, and I think that's a main element to the sound that comes out of it. I feel like it's like this, the fifth element. Like it really is the thing. If we're talking about, if we get into that science shit, everything's based on vibrations, and I think when a sound can make everybody's body physically react vibrate on that and that same pace and frequency and syncopate in such a way. I think it's one of the most important tools we have to getting people on the same wavelength. Like I remember when I used to go to church, and I remember them saying like Lucifer was the angel in charge of music, and that's why he's so powerful now as Satan. And I remember thinking, yes, that's the truth. Like music has such a incredible impact on those who feel it, I guess, or those who witness it, bear witness to it. Yeah.
If you take that run,
I feel like she slightly hates it because that's just stuff. So this gives you great pleasure.
and we can make take the boat. Yeah, and
No, let me take this off a bit. Feel good, feeling good, nothing ready. Is it bad, man? I gave a turntable to Alex Rita, and I'm now like, I want it back. I fully gave it to her, no cost, nothing. Now I'm like, actually no, I'm fully gonna be a DJ, like.